The uncle tossed a bundle of hay into the sheep pen, without noticing a pack of rat poison mixed inside. The unsuspecting sheep ate every bit of it clean. The next day the uncle hosted a grand banquet and stewed the whole flock, planning to treat all the villagers. No one expected the delicious-looking mutton stew had actually become a deadly poison soup. At the wedding venue, the villagers waited eagerly, just for that pot of mutton to be served. But right then, the man's dog suddenly began barking wildly. Its barking quickly annoyed the villagers. Seeing this, the uncle angrily approached the man to scold him, saying if he couldn't control his dog, then take it somewhere else. Just as the mutton was ready to be served, the man's dog started barking again furiously. This scene made the uncle very unhappy. Villagers also accused the man of bringing the dog to cause trouble. Upon hearing this, the uncle immediately wanted to beat the dog, and angrily said, if it barked again he'd skin it and stew it with the mutton. The man could only apologize in a low voice, then crouched down, trying to calm the dog. But the usually obedient dog was unusually agitated today. This made the man sense something was wrong, because he knew his dog was always smart, and had a nose sharper than a human's. He quickly warned the villagers not to touch the soup, saying the dog had sensed danger. But the uncle didn't believe it, since the sheep were his own, and the pot was from his home. How could there be a problem? The villagers grew impatient. They could have enjoyed the meal, but were constantly interrupted by the man, so they told him to take his dog and leave. Seeing no one believed him, the man once again insisted the mutton stew was unsafe, but no one listened. The uncle and his wife then brought the mutton to the table. Just as the uncle began serving it to the villagers, the dog suddenly broke free from the leash, and lunged to bite the uncle's pant leg. The boiling hot soup was spilled all over the ground. The villagers were furious, accusing the man of wasting a good pot of meat, unaware the dog had just saved them. Seeing this, the uncle was completely enraged, grabbed a wooden stick to beat the dog to death, and cursed the man for ruining the stew with his dog. The man had no choice but to say, if the stew was really poisoned, everyone drinking it would be in danger. The uncle thought the man was trying to frame him, and asked the villagers to judge fairly. At that moment the groom heard the commotion, and came out of the wedding room. After hearing the whole story from his parents, he was furious, rushed forward and grabbed the man by the collar, accusing him of ruining his wedding on purpose. Onlooking villagers mocked the man, saying he was jealous because he couldn't get married himself. The man simply asked them to test the stew, to quickly uncover the truth. But the groom thought the man was trying to defame his family, and picked up a shovel to kill the dog on the spot. Just then the dog ran to the spilled stew, and ate a piece of mutton from the ground. But the next second, it began convulsing, and collapsed in pain.